In our interview, Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu speaks on government's plan for science, technology and innovations. Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You see, Nigerians right now, they've got a lot of talk going on from the presidency. The government is saying this, saying that, raising hopes. They're waiting to see something really tangible happen. So in the area of science and tech, I know you've been signing a lot of documents with international partners. Let's understand, let's have a feel of what exactly is on the table.
One, we have this National Research and Innovation Council, which is the lead organ that will now manage science, technology and innovation in the country. We're now talking of a National Research and Innovation Fund, something that people never thought about, So we are doing a lot, and we are raising consciousness amongst our people, and we are making sure. You see, one achievement is that now the application for patents has risen. The number is going up. Because we're telling people, look, whatever finding you make, you must protect that intellectual property. Because if you don't protect it, you can't even think of people coming in to invest. It's just like if I have a piece of land, you have a piece of land. If your own has a C of O, and I don't have a C of O, nobody will look at my land because it's very risky. If somebody comes, buys it, invests, somebody can come later to say, no, it's not the man who sold it to you that owned it. So we are doing a lot, and we believe that this is not, not something that will just happen overnight. It will take time.
Well, still on the issue, the president talked so much about diversification, local innovations, made in Nigeria products, of course, which you have been drumming about. But the main problem now is that the local manufacturers, the innovators, so to speak, they really complain about poor financing. And this is one area they really hope the government can intervene. So what do you have, as planned for them?
We are working on this fund because you find that science, technology and innovation in all the countries that have done well, you don't fund that through the budget alone. You have to go outside the budget. So this is the first time that once this fund is put in place, that Nigeria will now be going outside the budget once the fund is on. But we also think that in future there ought to be a way, to make sure that our banking system will be more friendly. Let me put it that way, to commercialization of research, results. Maybe we will grant some incentives, that will encourage them to make available credit and all that. And there is a development bank that is coming. So this will also change the dynamics in the country.
But really, after that expo, what sort of language did you see, that went out to the innovators? I know the government gave out some monies to them, but is there some monitoring in place? Are there specific people that were selected to work with such a number of researchers, from the government? Or what exactly really is the short-term plan?
Oh no! For example, we have there's a program where we went around the country, selected I believe 56 inventors and innovators. We picked them from virtually all the states of the federation, and then encouraged them, making sure that at least we provided some financial support to enable them continue with their work. And then we set up a committee that will go around, around the country. So that committee will do two things for us. One is to go monitor what they are doing. Are they using this resource we've made available to them for the purpose that the resource was given, and also to identify new people that we will continue to encourage. This is a continuous exercise.
What about the economic recovery plan? What is the role of science and tech?
Oh, a lot. If you read it, if you read it, the whole plan is hinged on science and technology. science, technology, and innovation, because you find that there is no way you can improve agricultural production, secure food supply for the nation without science and technology. It's not possible. Then health is not possible. Look at even the drugs. You know, this sickle cell anemia, in the past people approached it from standpoint of drugs. But FIRO, one of our agencies, now went and looked at nutrition. How do you know, when we're in school, I don't know, maybe at your own time, but at our own time, when they give you rice, you put some yeast, if you remember, you just put some yeast, or you put Maggi into it and all that. So now there is a nutritional supplement, you know, somebody who has sickle cell anemia. Once you just put it in your meal, you're okay. And so there are so many, health, you know, defense, every sector of the economy, and every aspect of our national life, whether in sports, and you need technology. So if anybody who reads this program knows that it's hinged on science and technology.
All right, bring us up to speed with the Science and Tech Bill to encourage investment.
Oh yes, what we're about to do is to ask the National Assembly to make provision for funding science, technology, and innovation, you know, from outside annual budgetary allocations. So in that case, there will be contributions both from the private and then the public sector. We're working out the details, and we've done extensive consultations so that, you know, when this comes on, everybody will be agreeable to it.
And you think this bill will sail through very quickly?
I believe, I don't know how quickly, but I know it will sail through. No, the good thing now is that, if you notice, during the closing ceremony, we were able to bring in, I think, about 6 ministers. At the opening ceremony, we brought the speaker, honorable speaker was there. The closing, the head of service, you know, was there. So there is growing awareness, and everybody has come to the realization that yes, science and technology is important and is the future for our country. So we are very hopeful that, you know, this bill will pass.
Oh, well, the enthusiasm is quite, you know, infectious, palpable, but one only hopes that all of these things will be followed through to the letter.
No, we are serious. You know, this administration is a very serious one. The president is serious-minded.
Despite the economic downturn.
Oh, yeah, and yes, there is very serious problem. We are in a recession, but gradually we are getting out of the recession. You know, and it's important that we do what is right for our nation. And once we do what is right, you know, definitely we'll get to where we should be.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abuja, for coming on Dateline.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for your mails and tweets as always. Keep sending in your views and comments using the email address and Twitter handle on your screen. Also, be sure to share anything happening within your locality. Now, don't you forget, you can view the program on youtube.com/channelsweb/videos. Thank you for watching this week. I'm Gloria Umezike. See you again.